I think every brand or factory is always going to try to do something a little bit more, just to have creating the uniqueness, or the just have a competitive edge.
In talking about the 64 scale stuff, I'm sure yourself, you've seen it slowly evolve over time. And I'm kind of curious, we're in 2023 now. It looks like a lot of the diecasts are moving into the opening compartments and things like this, kind of like the stuff that, we typically see in diecasts, but in 64 scale, which is amazing. Do you see 64? How do you think 64 scale is going to evolve from here? Do you think there's something else that people are going to come up with, or is that still a secret? I'm just curious. How can you make this even better?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think every brand or factory is always going to try to do something a little bit more, just to have creating the uniqueness, or the just have a competitive edge. So I do see there's a big possibility of kind of separating the really ultra premium, where you're doing the resin models, and models with the opening parts, with the engines and all that stuff, and then you see a more sort of common, like mini GT, like our global scale, like the Shukos, where for maybe 10, 12, 13 US dollars retail price, you're getting pretty decent, really good quality of cars, but at a price where you can basically is pretty affordable. So I do see those two ends, kind of the two markets there, growing a bit more. But I think for the really ultra premium is challenging, because you're looking at 30, 40, or maybe sometimes even more dollars US, and then now the decision comes where it's getting closer to the 43 scale now. So does it make sense for it to still collect that? And so it's always up to the collectors, to be really honest. It's always driven by the market. So while we can step up those things, the more details you add into it, the more cost it'll go into it. It's just a basic math. So how far can one push that envelope is hard to while balancing the price. So it's going to be challenging, I think, for the very high end 64s.
I guess we just have to wait and see what's going to be next. Maybe we'll have like little mini RC 64 cars or something.
Yeah, flying around.
Yeah, flying around.